This goes out to all the guys who like to play basketball in the rain with no clothes on. This is for you. I know Jesus saves. I wish he'd save us from this podcast. I know he looks after you and me, but I wish he'd take us far away from here.
Check it out. Did you turn the camera by any chance? Sure.
Yeah.
Here. Wow. Yeah. Any podcasts? Any podcast hosts? What it is, what it do, holla. Welcome to IDM episode 111. Coming to you on a special IDM Saturday. Now what had happened was I was in DC last night or yesterday with Luke Thomas, my buddy, my pal, Luke Thomas. I'll tell you guys about that later. But so we had to push the show to today. Are you trying to share your notes?
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
But we are here. Sorry for the delay, guys, but we have some fun shows planned for you. And of course, as always, joined by my guy, my partner in
crime.
My partner in crime, Baloo Shorts Lingenberry. What's up, dog?
What up, dude? So how's your time out in DC with Luke?
It was good, man. It was good. You know, he's trying to launch a very top secret new venture for his so basically what happens is he does a live chat, like he does MMA. For those who don't know, Luke Thomas is an MMA guy, combat sports, boxing. But every time we do a live chat, people are like, so what are your thoughts on the Gaza Strip? You know what I mean? Like they ask him political shit all the time.
Yeah.
Because he used to be like a speechwriter for politicians. He used to be like very deep in that world. He's super
Oh, I didn't know that.
well read. He used to work with Tucker Carlson's brother.
Interesting. Yeah, he's like a very articulate guy, obviously.
Yeah, he's smart.
Yeah, and you know, he's like the type of guy where like if you wanted to hear from anybody's opinion on a matter and not expect them to have like one slant or another just to give you the straight dope, I think you could probably get that from Luke. So that's probably why a lot of people like asking him stuff like that in the live chat.
Yeah. I mean, I think people who oppose what you say just said would call him a super left-wing nut, liberal puke. I've heard people say before, but yeah, no, whatever.
His live chats are huge. People want to hear him weigh in on different things.
So he's like, he's been struggling on like what to do with that type of shit and where to post it, if you should launch a new YouTube channel, this and that. So I helped him like film something in DC and like plan something for like the big announcement of what he's going to do.
Oh, cool.
I don't want to, nobody listening to us right now cares, but I don't want to spoil it here, but
you won't.
No, I can't. We got a couple dogs that from his live chat that listen. So I don't want, not that I think it would matter either way, but I don't want him to be like, dude, I fucking, you know,
dude, I trusted you. You defenestrated me.
Yeah. So yeah, I was in DC helping him film something and plan it out, and then we went back to his house, had a little dinner. So yeah, it was cool. And then, dude, I mean, he lives like in the heart of DC, so it's like at least an hour every time I go out there.
Oh yeah,
You know?
yeah, that's a tough drive.
Because not only do you have to take 66 all the way to Constitution Avenue. Constitution Avenue is like when you first get into DC, but that's like
It's like the nightmare gateway to the rest of DC.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, like when I go to like shows in DC, like the DC Improv, once you get to Constitution Avenue, like you're pretty much there.
Yeah,
When I go to Luke's house, it's like okay, now the pain in the ass drive starts, you know, and you got to go through all the windy little streets and stuff and get to like the part of DC where Kevin Durant is from, basically.
got any Rock Creek Parkway?
Yeah, right. Got any Jamaican restaurants in the neighborhood? So I was with them, and I don't know, man. We could have done the show via Zoom or whatever, but I don't know. We try to do these together.
It's just more fun for us, I think, when we're in the same room together for the most part. But
yeah, I think the dogs like them better. So anyways, yeah, thank you guys for understanding, and thank you for understanding, Shorts.
well, yeah, it's not like you can turn any projects down right now. You know, you gotta kind of keep as many irons in the fire as possible, and I certainly understand that. So
I'll be honest, though, I have been turning down some projects. Not turning them down, but just telling people like, hey, give me like a second to like figure out where I'm gonna land next before I agree to, because like 2 people have asked me to help them out with like website stuff, and
yeah,
2 other people have asked me to help them with like like video editing, social media stuff. I just don't want to agree to do something and then you know, inshallah, a job is like, okay, can you start work next week?
yeah.
And then I already, I agreed to help somebody out with something, and all of a sudden my time is like taken up with whatever. But so far, I've thrown the hook out there plenty of times, and no one has bitten yet. So I'm getting a little nervous.
It'll happen, man. It'll happen. And I know you've got a couple of things you've been working on, so I think something will happen for you soon. I don't think it'll be like a Shorts situation where you're 6 months into being fired, not laid off.
Where you're on Shorts Morales.
Yeah, having a complete identity crisis about what you're gonna do with your life.
Yeah, dude. I don't know how you do it, man. It is tough, dude. I can't like think about anything else. I mean, I can. I've definitely masturbated since I got fired. But but like I can't like like Asian our guy Asian John hit me up and he was like, oh, you want to grab lunch sometime?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, but I'm telling you, I'm not that fun to hang out with right now. Like
I've got deeply rooted social anxiety that has been rearing its ugly head a lot lately.
Right. Yeah. So I don't know how you do it, man. It's tough. I think probably because I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, but I did want to give a special shout out. That's what I was like trying to get to earlier.
Oh, cool.
But I kind of botched it. But in lieu of one of the dogs out there, in lieu of me sending out a thank you card, because those are on the way for all the lovely baby gifts that the dogs hooked us me and my family with. One guy just wanted to give a special shout out on the show in exchange for his gift. So shout outs to Booby Dukes. Thank you so much for the onesie.
You want me to share this for you?
You can. You don't have to, but yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. So shout outs to Booby Dukes. Again, thank you for the onesie. In fact, let's just go ahead and hit all of our shout outs now.
Okay. Wait, I think you got to share it. No?
Okay, maybe. I'm a stupid idiot with this stuff. I don't even know how. Oh, wait.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it looks like It looks like Bowie Dukes purchased a nice, beautiful little onesie for your baby girl.
Yeah.
Wow.
People are getting a special preview too of all of our
notes. Yeah. Awesome.
All right.
All
Anyways.
right. That's so funny, dude. Okay. Here we go. Let's get to the big time P1s.
It's time for our big time P1 shout out.
All the dogs that support us on the Patreon, patreon.com/IDM pod. You guys can subscribe for as little as $5, but these are the dogs that are happy to give a little bit more and support us for $8 a month. And we certainly appreciate you, Alex, AJ McCown, Alex Davis. Shout outs to our guy, Brendan Cooney, Brendan Smith, Brent Wenzel, Brian Altman. Shout outs to Brian Busties, Carlos N., Danny Loudermilk. Shoutouts to David Slat, Don DeMarco, Ernesto Ladon, Craven Moorhead, James M., Jen Montana. The party's here on the west side. Shoutouts to JP Flame, Kevin Smith, Korean John, Chris Stein, Kyle Kogan, M_Jizzle, Matt Brodricks, Matt Starcheck, and Matt Starcheck. Shoutouts to Max. Actually, no, he's gone now. Shout outs to Peter Rosencrantz, Phil J, Reggie, our guy Brad Paints This. You can check out his artwork on Instagram.com/Brad Paints This. Sean Kibler, the Gulf of Run America, William, and our guy Lubomir. Appreciate you guys supporting the show. Can't do it without you. Love y'all.
Hell yeah. Yeah, shouts to the big time people. Yo, real quick. Actually, no, before I get into this, we gotta continue the habit of checking in with the dogs, checking in with the super secret supporter chat. When we check in with the dogs, just see what has been sent to our little community there on Patreon. Okay.
Yeah, this is a new staple of IDM. Gives people a little sneak peek at our IDM chat. There's our guy, Korean John.
All right, what did Korean John send? Let's check this John out right quick. Let me just share my screen.
You already are.
Am I? But you can't see Instagram, can you?
Oh, no.
Yeah. So
no, you're right.
I bet. That's what's good. Okay, here we go. A party's here on the west side. So I reach from my 40 and I pick it up. All right. He sent this video. Let's see what this is.
Oh, wait, hang on. I botched the whole thing.
Okay. All right.
I'm trying to get better at manning the controls of the different cameras when they switch.
Yeah.
It's just so confusing.
Oh, yeah, I know. All right.
There will be, just for the record, there will be shows where halfway through we'll both realize that we've got two different cameras pointing on us from different directions, and it's just us. It's just a double shot of us from two different angles.
Guys, we're trying, okay?
We are trying.
All right, so this is sent from Korean John. It's a clip. It says, that insult was insane. Let's see. It looks like it's Keanu in this. Can we hear it?
Keanu Reeves, you got to hit the mute button.
I can't hear it. I already did.
Volume on your computer.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, that was. Or you know what? Let me do it like this. Real quick.
We're off to a roaring start.
We're killing it. I'm going to see if I share the tab. Let's see if it'll give me the audio. Okay.
There we go.
That's how we do it. All right. My bad, guys. My bad, dogs. Here we go.
Konnichiwa is Japanese. It's insulting to Koreans.
How am I supposed to tell if you can't?
What's that supposed to mean, white boy?
It means you got eyes like apostrophes. You dress white, talk black, and drive Jew. So how am I supposed to know what kind of zipperhead dog munching think you are if you don't? Yo.
Konnichiwa.
Damn. Hey, guys, that was an Asian guy that sent that to us. Okay.
We're just supporting whatever he supports. That's all.
That we do not condone that type of those type of insults.
Clearly not.
Yeah, I don't know what driving Jew means, But you know what that's from? I think that's from Street Kings. You ever seen
Yeah,
Street Kings?
it looks familiar. That was a good movie.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
I mean, not because of this clip, obviously.
dude, I love movies where there's like gangster Asians in it.
Yeah, like Gran Torino was a good one.
Yeah. What are they? Mongols. They're Mong. Maybe they're like Mongolians or something.
I don't know, maybe.
They were unique looking Asians. I think they were, because they look like Genghis Khan, a lot of them. All right, that's from Korean John. Let's see what else we got. I gotta stop. All right, here we go. This is from Corey Rita, eating a big ass bowl of dill popcorn, watching the Dawgz.
Oh, hell yeah.
Would have watched live, but your unemployed schedule is fucked.
Yeah, it is all over the place. We're sorry. We're trying to balance out the schedule so that we can get on a more consistent basis. But yeah, there's a lot going on right now.
I like his setup.
It is not bad.
What is that that gold statue there in the corner? Is that like a gnome?
A gnome or a dwarf or
a gnome saying?
Yeah, I think
Hell
that's
yeah.
a gnome.
Cool.
It's a garden gnome.
Shouts to our guy Corey, man. That's cool.
Good guy.
Corey just sent an oh hell yeah, dude. Is this gonna be nice. An impromptu street vid, Indian street vid, street food video. All right, here we go. Let's check it out right quick. He's got his foot in the soup.
Ugh.
Right.
This is like becoming its own genre now.
Yeah. You see, he did the head bob when he got the money.
Yeah.
Puts the cilantro in his armpit, then throws it in the bowl. That's pretty good, dude. I wonder what they think in India. You think they're like, why do they be making fun of us in the videos? You know, like, do you think they care, or are they like, man, this is old news. That's just what happens to India.
I mean, just judging from what I've been reading on comment sections, and I think there's a lot of people that are very angry about it.
Indian people that are angry.
Indian people that are very angry. Yeah, I mean, and they will let you know. Sometimes in the form of letting you know what they'll do to your daughter. Or your wife, but yeah, I think they're definitely catching on to the bit.
A lot of bloody banchu gets thrown around.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what else we got. Odell Beckham. This is from DTET. He says Odell Beckham Jr. and Druski have been named defendants in Ashley Parham's amended lawsuit against Diddy, both accused of rape. We're gonna get into that. In a second here, but yeah, that's pretty interesting. Let's see. I want to go to someone we haven't gone to yet because we can't have this be the whole show. All right.
Matt Starcheck says that was a shocking end to a 4 p.m. show.
Oh yeah, I didn't want to say anything.
I guess he's referring to when we had to turn the cameras off after I puked all over myself.
Yeah.
Patreon.com/IDM.
That's my bit, dude.
Yeah.
This is funny. Korean John, what Othello sees on Indeed. It's a Gmail notification. It says, "Hi Sam, I was browsing CVs on Indeed.com and your degree in biomedical sciences really stood out to me. I'm currently looking to fill a position for Smoky Mo's Barn Grill." Too soon, dude. Fucking too soon. Alex says, R.I.P. John Feinstein. I know Othello is distraught.
Now, you've had to work with John Feinstein in the past, right?
Yeah, he's been fucking awful. Yeah, dude, for the record, my hatred for John Feinstein, R.I.P. You know what I'm saying? I hope he's doing well. I know he's looking up at us right now and thinking, no, I'm playing. No, I know it's not good to make fun of the dead, but I'm not one of these guys who's like, oh, you know what? That guy was fucking salt of the earth. He was just because they're donked off, you know?
Well, it was so strange hearing the people give their testimonials this weekend or this week on the Junkies, because it was like, yeah, again, I didn't even want to talk about this because we don't do
It's
sports
weird. Yeah.
or politics.
That's
and,
true.
and it's hard not to speak ill of the dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like you noticed there was like a tenor of all the media personalities, big and small, calling in, or the clips that the Junks played,
Mhm.
and they were all kind of like the same. Well, you may not have had a great opinion of him, but you definitely came away with an opinion. So
Yeah.
it's like
He might have not been a great guy, but he was a guy. You know, dude. My disdain for John Feinstein, R.I.P. You know, is from having to deal with him when I was producing LeVar and Dukes, and how he would be a fucking asshole every single time I had to book him.
Yeah.
And when we would get him on the phone, he was such a dick on the phone. And then hearing him on the Junkies, I'm like, I don't fucking want to hear your bullshit ass stories. And you know, that's just the way I feel. But it sucks that he died. You know, do we know how he died yet?
No.
Probably like a heart attack or something, right?
It's everything I read was it said cause of death was not immediately known, which is usually like one of two things, either a heart attack or something else. But yeah, I don't know. So I wouldn't feel comfortable speculating, of course.
I mean, 68 or 69 is
it's a little young, right?
Yeah, dude. Because our lives times 2 is past 68.
Yeah.
So
it's so funny.
That's kind of scary.
That you put it in those terms, because I was hanging with my parents a couple weeks ago when they were in town, and my dad was like, "Yeah, I mean, I try not to eat badly, but I don't know. Like if I had to give up enjoying food for a couple more years, I think I'm okay with just dying at like 69 years old." And my mom goes, "You're 68." I was like, "Whoa."
But what the hell, boy?
Just forgot.
Yeah, I think he just totally
So
forgot.
funny.
He's like,
oh my god!
All right, R.I.P. Dad.
That's hilarious, dude.
I'll see you at the funeral next year.
Dude, the older I get, like the more like I've started to do this thing the past month or so where I'll just check my pulse nightclub to see
You're Grant Paulson.
Yeah, my Grant Paulson, to see like how fast it's going when I'm just like fucking sitting on a couch.
Yeah.
And then I'll just freak myself out just because of how fast my pulse is, and think about how my heart is probably all fucked and shit like that.
Plus, to kind of screw you up in the head a little bit, when your dad reached out like a year ago to tell you that high blood pressure runs in your family.
Yeah, hypertension. Shit, I'm definitely fucked, dude. I shouldn't be making fun of John Feinstein.
Yeah, that's why you need to get a new job, so you can get health insurance again.
Yeah, seriously, dude.
You're gonna need those diabetes pills.
All right.
Yeah, poor John Feinstein.
Yeah,
Obviously, we're not.
No, that sucks.
No, he was a great guy.
Does he have kids?
I think he's got like a whole slew of them. That's why.
That dude?
Yeah. I think he was fucking old.
I mean, he was ugly as shit, though. I'm sorry. That. All right. Anyways, yeah, before we move on from the Dawgz,
the fact that he has kids, I would hate for any of this to ever get back to them. That's why, I was hoping to avoid, because that would be terrible.
Yeah, no, yeah, don't send this to their kids, guys, please.
No, definitely do not.
No, definitely.
Definitely do not.
All right, one more thing, dude. Before we move on, I just wanted to share this with the Dawgz and ask for a favor. Guys, can you please just open up Apple Podcasts and review? It doesn't matter, and give us like a nice little five-star silly, because I was going through our reviews and look at this one we got. Let me show you it real quick. Okay, it's from a guy. The title is Angry and Paranoid.
I will say we do not do enough to promote pushing reviews. You guys can still subscribe on Patreon, but also leave a positive 5-star review on our Apple Podcast.
It helps people find the show. It
Yeah,
helps
I think
the show
so too.
grow. And then, when people... All right, let me just read the review for you guys. The title is Angry and Paranoid. 1 star out of 5. Hearing Oathman and Shorts complain about how much life has wronged them, period. They have partners, children, supportive family, friends, yet are still outraged about trans people and cancel culture.
Who says we're outraged?
I'll get back to that. You've been saying slurs on a podcast for 2 years and are still broadcasting. What slurs is he talking about?
This nigga gay as hell.
Nobody is coming to get you. The only time you face professional consequences from podcast action is when Bob the Builder fired Shorts.
That is true.
Yet you still worship him. I once loved this pod, but now see it as an aggro comedy retread. Culture is conservative now. You guys won. Why are you still so angry? All right. First of all, I appreciate that we were once one of his favorite pods. I mean, hopefully he'll come back around. But
we also appreciate the well thought out review.
Yeah.
Clearly put a lot of time into this.
Thanks for the feedback, dude.
Maybe you could just change it to 5 stars instead of 1 stars. And
you can leave the text up. Yeah. All right. First of all, this was in late January, so maybe it's a reaction to something we said on a podcast. I'm not outraged by my aunt/uncle is trans. Was the first trans Moroccan in New York. No, I'm not sure, but probably. And I love Aunt Yaz/Uncle Hisham. I love them. So I'm not outraged by trans people. I don't think Shorts is either. Are you?
Oh, sorry. No.
Okay.
I forgot to respond.
All right.
I apologize.
And
bad timing on my part.
And cancel culture. I feel like we don't really talk about cancel culture on the show, but maybe something. But I don't really give a fuck about cancel culture, dude.
There is kind of a good point in that one.
Really?
Yeah, I think we've probably said the word cancel culture or the phrase cancel culture about 100,000 times on the show.
Really?
And honestly, maybe that's a new window of opportunity that we can take advantage of. Maybe we should just start canceling people and shift hard left. Become a hard left podcast.
Dude, that's a good idea, dude.
IDM, the beacon of left-wing democracy.
Have we really talked about cancel culture a lot?
I don't know. Probably. It gets so hard to remember everything you've said.
I know.
Over the course of 2 years. And then, the other thing about reviews that are interesting to me is, and I'm really not discounting what he's saying at all, but, you can have somebody that will like you for one reason, and then they will change their opinion based off of I don't know, maybe they didn't evolve in the same way that you did, or maybe they don't like that you get hung up on certain topics. And then I don't know. I mean, that's just kind of like to each their own type of a thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm sure he definitely feels what he said pretty strongly if it led him to take the time to leave that review. So it's worth hearing people out, and sometimes you got to check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Yeah. Well, I mean, him saying we complain about how much life is wrong them. We make jokes about how much we failed and how but I feel like we put a lot of that blame on ourselves. At least I do. I always talk about how I should have stuck with things, and how I gave up before I'd even had a chance to be successful.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. I feel like we're usually making light of our own situations. But
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe everybody sees shit differently. So
accountable, not responsible. That was
never accountable, never responsible. We did look up the definition one day on the show.
Yeah.
No, I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion. It's all good.
So I'm not mad at him. It would be nice if the Dawgz could help us out with some of these reviews.
It is interesting. I will say this. Sometimes people surprise me with their takes on the show. Like somebody hit me with a couple weeks ago, and it was an anonymous Reddit post.
Mm-hmm.
And they said that I was being passive aggressive about you and need to give you some more leeway and space and lovey-dovey shit about you losing your job. Mm-hmm. And I was like, you know what? That's probably true. I probably didn't realize that I've been doing that. You kind of get caught in certain styles and patterns and totally be oblivious to it until somebody points it out to you. So
yeah,
I try to just be, since I read that, I'm trying to learn, I'm trying to grow myself. I just try to be aggressive with Oathman from now on.
no, yeah, no, I appreciate that, dude. I appreciate it. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
All right, but anyways, we don't have to spend a freaking entire show on this, but yeah, Dawgz, help us out. Go to Apple Podcasts, drop a review. We would appreciate it.
Yeah, that is really how people find shows too.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it drives you up in the rankings and stuff. So yeah, we need people to show out for us.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're gonna start getting angry and paranoid, and then it's not gonna be fun for anybody, guys.
Before we get to our topics, I feel like we haven't. Let's just get a quick update on, your journey of fatherhood. How's everything been going since, I guess, 2 weeks ago when we last talked about it?
It's good, but we're coming up on a big milestone. So Mommy said something to Daddy a couple weeks back where it really stuck with Daddy. It resonated. And it was that babies at around 2 to 3 months of age, that's when they can start to recognize people, show preference, I believe is what all the baby books say. They start to show preference towards certain people. And I think Mommy wasn't too happy with the way Daddy spun that narrative, because now all the time I'm just whispering in every time something good happens. Like we got a good burp out.
Yeah.
I say, vote for Daddy.
Yeah. Vote for Dada.
Yeah. Remember, in 2 to 3 months when you're ready to hit the ballots, vote for Daddy. And she's like, no, you fucking idiot. That doesn't mean she's going to prefer one of us to the other. It just means she's going to prefer us to people outside the home.
She may be mistaken.
Yeah.
She might be off on this
based
one.
on your experience.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it was that early, but it was pretty early on where our first doctor was like, only wanted to be held by me and only wanted me to, so
Like this early on?
no, not this early. I'm just saying, I don't remember
Like 6 months, a year.
Yeah, but it was pretty clear. It was pretty obvious.
There might be a big vote for Daddy coming down the pike.
All right. Although be careful what you wish for, dude, because like that preference also comes with a lot of not responsibility, but like having to be the one to carry her everywhere and having to do everything because she only wants you to do it.
Yeah.
It can get a little butt annoying. You know what I'm saying?
when you're like, oh shit, I actually have to do stuff now.
Yeah, like when I'm always the one that has to like wipe her ass, you know what I'm saying?
Oh no.
Yeah, so
you know what? Maybe vote for Mommy.
Yeah, Mom's pretty cool.
Maybe this is a clear-cut case of you just need to vote for Mommy.
Yeah, she's got a great job. She she knows how to do your hair.
Daddy's just a stay-at-home dad that doesn't doing any daddying lately.
You just spoke like Indian. Doesn't doing anything I did. Well, so how about the sleep stuff? Has that been better?
Yeah, it's gotten a lot better. I've just kind of gotten acclimated, and we've started trading off like who wakes up in the middle of the night.
Nice.
But yeah, she's getting closer towards like those longer sleeps, and we've been talking a lot about maybe the next week or so putting her down in her own bed.
Yeah.
And then just using the camera from there. So
oh shit.
We're starting to transition in that direction. I don't want to piss off Kent Graham, but we are transitioning towards that next phase.
Damn, dude. So you might be on schedule for le bébé. Les fromages, est-ce que c'est ça maintenant? The scheduled goal date of
oh yeah,
August 10th, I think.
Do me a favor, just let everybody forget about that.
Oh, okay, my bad. All right.
I don't want people holding my feet to the fire on that.
All right.
But you know what? Maybe that's coming off as passive aggressive. So I apologize, everybody. I didn't realize I was being a bitch.
All right.
No, it's we're making good progress, I think, and it's been cool to get a little bit more sleep at a time.
That's good, man. That's good.
But you never really get used to that sleep deficit.
Oh, dude, I wake up tired I'll get 9 hours of sleep. Like,
oh, I know that's right.
like everybody knows. So everybody knows you get at least 9 hours. Dude, but I don't know what to do, man. Like, you know what I think it is? I mean, now that I'm losing weight, but I hate even saying losing weight because it's stolen weight loss valor. Oh, dude, tell me why my vagina. Tell me why she told
Vagina.
our neighbor, our friend, her closest mom friend in the neighborhood.
Mhm.
Tell me why she told that bitch that I'm cheating. I'm doing the Ozempic bit.
Oh no, because you did say recently that she tends to put your business out on the streets. It started with when you lost your job.
Yeah.
And you were like, I don't know that she told everybody, but I'm pretty sure she told everybody.
Yeah.
And if you get down to the root of it, why would she do that?
Yeah. What's your end goal here?
It's just, my husband is a piece of shit.
It's like, get this. No, my husband sucks more. Here's why.
That's how they ultimately get back on us.
Yeah.
Being so beloved by everybody, including the babies.
Yeah.
They just trash you constantly in the community.
But dude, like here's
It
the
should
truth.
have happened a long time ago.
Yeah, I don't know how he lasted this long.
9 hours of sleep? Come on, try 13.
I mean, to be honest, I like that she has good mother friends in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So, because there's nothing worse than when a girl you're with doesn't have any friends and you have to do everything with her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like she has this other mom to go on daily walks with her and shit, like, so anyways, what was I saying? So now that I've lost a little bit, I used to think that the reason that I was so tired all the time was because when people are fat, everybody says it's because it's sleep apnea, or you got sleep apnea, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that a 85% chance that fat people have sleep apnea?
I will tell you this. So and I think that's true. Yeah. But when I started, when I was a couple months into working for Bob the Builder and I was really losing weight, I did stop snoring in the middle of the night.
Oh, really?
And I thought that would never happen. So I think it's pretty ironclad science at this point that if you get down below a certain body fat percentage, it will directly lead to better sleep.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Have you been snoring less, or do you?
But that's what I was gonna say. I'm down under 220 now. I was 267 when I started this.
Yeah. God damn.
I know. He was a big ass boy. Oh, he's a big unit. Oh, look, he's hiding the ice cream. Look at him. He is not. No, but now I still sleep like shit, dude. I still wake up after 10 hours and I'm like, fuck, dude, I could use a nap. You know what I'm saying?
But a lot of that could have to do with your sugar intake or when you're drinking caffeine. Do you drink caffeine within 4 hours of going to sleep?
Oh, I drink caffeine all day, every day.
Oh, there you go.
But I've been doing that my whole life. I was doing that when I was in shape, in the best shape of my life, and getting amazing sleep. But I was also in my mid-20s then.
Yeah, I think part of it's just getting older and your metabolism obviously very clearly slows down.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Look at this.
Because there was a second, there's a little a month-long span where I was looking into sleep, getting a sleep study done.
Yeah.
To see if maybe that's why I'm so tired, just because I'm not getting the right type of sleep.
Restful sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, I don't know.
I feel like sleep problems are probably the cause of 90% of the world's problems.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody can freaking sleep anymore. Nobody can. You got 1,000 people pulling you in 100 different directions because of like social media and all this stuff. Your brain is constantly wired. I mean, there's just so many things detracting from just laying down
Right.
and going to bed.
Yeah.
I just feel like the world would probably be in a much better place if we could all just agree to go to bed.
Yeah. I also haven't gotten like there's not a night where I've slept straight through the night without waking up like at least twice and just like having to get myself to fall back asleep again. I haven't slept straight through the night in like 10 years. So
Really?
yeah. So not 10 years, like 5 years since my kids were born, basically. So
Yeah,
so there's that too. But anyways, whatever. Nobody fucking cares about my sleep.
that's
problems.
great to hear.
So yo, D-Tap brought this up. I want to talk about it real quick.
Yeah.
The Druski allegations. Have you heard about this?
I saw his name being floated around on Twitter. I'll be honest, I didn't really look into it because I had a feeling you were going to bring it to the show.
Yeah.
And you always tell me don't look into stuff.
Yeah. Thank you for not doing that.
Yeah, dude, I'm here to be as lazy as you are.
So everyone knows about the Diddy. Dude, he is fucked for life. Like
Diddy is.
Yeah, man. Although I say that and then I'm like, well, Cosby got out of it. Like, you
Yeah,
never
but
know.
he did have to spend like 10 years in prison.
Yeah, that's true.
And now he's basically dead.
Well, how did he get out of it? Was it like a mistrial or something like that? Or
If I remember correctly, it was something to do with they found like a flawed piece of evidence that was used against him. And so it just got him completely off the hook entirely.
Dude, that's so shitty, man.
Because there were, man, I really don't remember the details of the story, but I think it was like 47 women who like jointly filed against him. I don't even know how the legal system works, so I shouldn't even be acting like I do, but I think it was like a class action lawsuit of some sort that led to prison time.
You know what's crazy is the black community, they get bitter about black people having like believing that Cosby did all that shit.
Oh, it's kind of like an OJ thing.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because that, you know, that guy W. Kamau Bell.
Yeah,
he's like a CNN dude or something like that.
Yeah, we're huge fans of him on the new version of IDM 2.0.
Yeah. Well, Luke Thomas did like a one-on-one sit down with him at like, because he's like a mega fan of Luke Thomas's, so he like sent him a DM and they met up at a hotel, and Luke asked me to go to like help with cameras and stuff.
Yeah,
and he put out this like docu-series about like, we need to talk about Cosby or something like that, and it was just kind of like his take on the whole Cosby thing, just basically outing Cosby as a crazy sex offender pervert.
Well, wasn't it originally Hannibal Buress who got the whole ball rolling? He was a comedian who I don't think I had heard of him before that.
Yeah.
But he had like some rant that he did in the club about how crazy it is that Bill Cosby is a free man.
Yeah.
And then
America's Dad. Yeah.
Hannibal Buress, I think, just became like a huge household name after that. That might have been the.
He was white famous though.
You know what? That might have been the start of cancel culture.
Maybe
the modern iteration. But look, we're
we're pro cancel culture.
Yeah, we're not angry. We're not paranoid.
No sports, no politics.
Cancel culture's over. You know, I mean, so we're gonna.
The culture is conservative now.
We're gonna shift dramatically left to go against the grain.
So, but the guy W. Kamau Bell, it's so weird calling him that. Like, have a nickname. He was like when he would get when he gets in Ubers, like, because he travels across the country, like doing specials and stuff like that. He says whenever he has like black drivers, they would always be like, "Man, why'd you have to do that though?" Like, they would always give him shit for putting that docuseries out.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So
they kind of see it as like
he's one of us. Like
yeah, you're whoring one of our guys
here. Yeah. Why'd you let the man why'd you help the man take down our guy?
Especially Bill Cosby, because he was such a looming presence for so long.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, everybody called him America's Dad.
Yeah.
In the 80s and 90s,
I mean, he was innocent. I mean, he was like the most like harmless dude.
Well,
I mean, you know, yeah,
I mean,
I know. Yeah. All right. So anyway, so
legally
Druski,
speaking, I'm not sure.
some new allegations dropped with Druski, our guy. And here it is. It says, defendant Druski then caught himself. Wait. No. Okay. You know what? Let me scroll down to this next. I want to read the first one that I pulled up.
Okay.
All right. Instead of immediately raping plaintiff, defendant Druski doused plaintiff with more oil and lubricant and then jumped on top of plaintiff's naked and oiled body, treating it like a slip and slide and knocking the wind out of plaintiff due to his enormous size.
Oh my God.
That's straight out of the court documents.
Jesus. So, I mean, he was using the baby oil,
Yeah.
allegedly.
Yeah. And jumped on her like a slip and slide.
I don't. What has baby oil always been strongly associated with sexual acts?
Definitely.
Oh, it has.
You sleep a little bit on baby oil.
What do you use it for?
Besides
whatever Druski's doing?
I mean,
turning women into slip and slides.
It makes like it makes things look better, you know.
Oh, it's like sexier looking.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to get too perverted, you know.
Why are you gay?
Yeah. But here is the second part.
All right.
Defendant Druski then caught himself from sliding over plaintiff's oiled body and off the bed. He then began R-wording plaintiff vaginally.
Does that mean raping?
Yeah. Raping plaintiff vaginally. While defendant Druski was raping plaintiff, defendant Diddy sat in a chair near the bed and began masturbating while recording plaintiff's rape by defendant Druski. Another party's phone fell on the bed near plaintiff. Plaintiff then attempted to grab the phone, but it slipped out of her hands and onto the floor due to the oil and lubricant that had been doused all over her person by defendants Diddy and Druski. Defendant Diddy began laughing at plaintiff's attempt to grab the phone. What a fucking supervillain Diddy is, dude. Throughout this violent gang rape, defendant Diddy made constant belittling remarks to plaintiff, including that he, quote unquote, owned her now.
Jesus, dude.
What a fucking horrible person.
Well, this is why he's screwed, because it's not just like one account of something like this happening. It's like hundreds.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
Like going back years. And that is exactly what landed Bill Cosby in prison.
Now, Druski came out and said that there's no way this is, he was like, in 2018, I was still living at my mom's house. I wasn't even,
he said,
didn't even have a following then.
Yeah, he said, I was broke living at my mom's house. I don't know how I could have been involved in this.
I mean, but also, like, how disgusting is Diddy to want to watch Druski have sex?
It must be like a power thing, like the same way it was with Cosby, where it's like he just wants to just watch somebody get defiled and humiliated.
Doing the Epstein bit, just wanting to have that over people.
Yeah, it's really not any different than the Epstein stuff.
I mean, but Druski is the ugliest black dude alive. Like, imagine what. Oh man, Diddy's got to be gay, right? He has to be, or he's just had some sex with so many chicks that he's bored with like normal. You know what I'm saying?
And the problem for a guy like Druski is, once somebody makes an allegation like this, it's really hard to separate yourself from it publicly.
Yeah, that's true.
That is kind of the lack of what's that legal phrase?
Statute of limitations?
No, due process.
Oh,
that kind of seems to be slipping further and further out of like the public conscience. Is yes, if those allegations are true, he's a monster. They both are.
Mm.
But I mean, social media is like perverted due process, basically just completely ridding society of it, because people form their judgments before anything like this ever goes to trial. Like, what if this gets dismissed in 5 years when they finally go to trial and Druski's like, well, can I have my career back from 5 years ago?
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing about him being like independent though, and just being a streamer that works for himself. Like no matter how terrible of a person you are, unless you say something crazy on stream, you still have the stream, you still have the audience.
Yeah, that's
you know?
true. That's true. And his people are always going to be his people. So let's just take a live look at Druski and his defendant.
Who is that? Is that Rikishi?
I think it's Rikishi. Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. Dude, but the funniest thing that happened out of this is, remember our boy Dave Blunts, the rapper, the 600-pound life rapper?
Yeah, he's literally huge.
Yeah, the guy that has to be wheeled out on stage and has an oxygen tank while he's rapping.
It has a strange beef with Snoop Dogg too.
Yeah, because Snoop Dogg said he had to lose weight or something like that. So Kanye West has like out of nowhere become like a huge Dave Blunts fan.
Yeah,
and he's like tweeting out like this guy's the hardest rapper that's come out in like the past 5 years, blah blah blah. And so like he is trying to like work with him and shit. And and so Dave Blunts tweeted this. It's a screenshot of his text with Kanye. And here's the exchange. It's a picture of Dave Blunts Kanye tweeted this. He goes, it's a screenshot of the text conversation. Kanye goes, "Why am I seeing these allegations about you? I thought you were different. Delete my trainer's number." Dave Blunts goes, "Yay, that's not me. That's Druski."
Dude, that's hilarious.
Kanye goes, "Oh, never mind. How much weight have you lost since I connected you with my trainer?"
Oh my god.
It's nice that he's trying to help him lose weight, but that's so fucking funny, dude.
Kanye is on a different level, man.
Yeah, he's lost.
Did you ever see what he did with the Super Bowl ad?
No.
I know it was months ago now at this point.
Oh, yeah.
It was like the craziest bait and switch where and this is not funny. This is not a laughing matter, of course. But he did like an iPhone Super Bowl camera. Now the NFL is like overly sensitive about every single ad that's submitted. There's always like a huge list of ads that get rejected every single year. And then Kanye said something like, he was like at the dentist getting his teeth worked on. And he goes, "Well, I spent all my money on these new teeth, so I guess I'll just have to make an iPhone video instead." Plugs his website at the end. Then by the time the Super Bowl ad goes live on TV, he removed everything on his website except for swastika t-shirts.
Oh my god.
It's crazy.
He is.
He's just so far gone.
Yeah, but that's just his art, dude. Don't fuck with his art.
He's just so far.
Yeah,
out
he is losing it. Yeah.
But
But it's crazy that what's crazy is that he is the craziest he's ever been, but also at the same time the richest he's ever been.
Yeah.
It's like, do those things go hand in hand?
I just think he's so far out there that he constantly drives people in mass movements, either for him or against him. But he's always like reaching new levels of exposure in some way, shape, or another. And now he's just gone in the weirdest direction possible, obviously.
Yeah. I wonder if he's just like a really good troll. Like he's just really good at riling people up.
And he just doesn't care whatsoever what people think about him.
Like, I wonder if his mind is, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna do this shit because I like to get the reaction that I'm getting," or if that's just the way he is. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because he's also talked about how he's autistic and.
But does he ever publicly acknowledge that he's clearly bipolar?
I think he said that. I saw an interview with him, and he said his wife now, which I hate. You know what I hate? I hate when celebrity dudes, get married and divorced and have new girlfriends and shit all the time, and then they just have like a new wife, and then they prop her up like, yo, respect my wife. It's like, dude, she's just your fuck toy for the year. Like, stop talking about her like she's the mother of your children. Yeah. Yeah. But he said that he was having a conversation with his wife, who allegedly is like super smart. I don't know. He was talking about her background and education. And he said that she said that helped him realize that he's not bipolar. He's just butt autistic. And that's why he fixates over these things that people tell him he can't do.
I mean, that could be true.
Yeah.
But he's also had so many public meltdowns, like that one where he walked into the TMZ office like 10 years ago, where he's fat Kanye wearing sweatpants and just going off about nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't know. I think he's completely nuts. And culture, today's culture tends to almost applaud people who are just doing things for the sake of being shocking in a way. So I don't know. Maybe there's something that you and I can learn from that, and we can stop being so angry and paranoid.
Were you gonna share something?
Oh yeah, this was a clip of Druski. Is it on there?
Oh no. Here.
This was like 2 months ago on one of my favorite podcasts.
You gotta press stop the screen.
And just add it back.
Yeah.
Present. Is it on there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this was him. This was Matt and Shane asking Druski like 2 months ago about Diddy allegations that I guess there had already been breadcrumbs leading to these forthcoming allegations even back then.
Were you at any of the Diddy parties, or did you miss that?
What the? Where did that come? How did that? Of all questions,
Did you miss that train?
How did that go?
That train might have left the
That
station,
train took
but
off
you
from
were
the
right
station.
there.
Yeah,
You
that
were
train-
right there to
That
get
train
on that.
took off from the station for sure.
You were close.
Yeah. I wasn't at that train station.
You left early?
No, that was down the street from me. I wasn't there. No.
Did you ever meet Diddy?
Were you at any of the Diddy parties, or did you miss that?
What the? Where did that?
Anyways, I just think it was so funny when they were like, it's so funny how nobody's ever been to a Diddy party.
Yeah.
Everybody gets publicly asked how the Diddy parties or what the Diddy parties were like, yet nobody's ever seemed to have gone to them.
Dude,
it's just there's so many people wrapped up in it.
Oh yeah, I mean LeBron, ain't no part. Everybody knows ain't no party like a Diddy party.
Yeah.
Like, how do you just? It drives me crazy how some of these people are so like insulated and protected that you can't like. Nobody's been able to ask him like, "Yo, what the fuck was that about? Like, what did you mean by that?"
I remember we first brought this up in the show like a year and a half ago. I mean, it's just been a year and a half of more and more people getting roped in. And again, it's horrible that if all these things are true, but it's also kind of hilarious that these people just get swooped into the conversation and they go, I don't know who made this allegation, but this is not true. I was broken living at my mother's home in 2018.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how many times he says it, people are still going to disbelieve it.
I just wonder if like you know how like people are mad about Epstein clients being hidden and protected and shit like that.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's going to happen with the Diddy stuff too. You know, like once he gets convicted of whatever he gets convicted of, I wonder if it's going to be a domino effect and other people are going to go down with him, or it's just going to be like, all right, we're closing the Diddy chapter because he's in prison. You know,
what was crazy about the Epstein thing was that the people's names who were like attached to it were so rich that it almost didn't even matter. Like Bill Gates came out and was like, yeah, I went to his island once or twice. Sorry about it.
Yeah.
And people were like, whoa, dude, what?
Yeah.
You're just admitting it? You're not even going to like fight this?
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, it was a bad judgment.
Yeah. And fucking Stephen Hawking.
Yeah.
Ain't no party like an Epstein party.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. that guy, man.
Yeah, R.I.P. Stephen Hawking. Dude, can you imagine?
Dude, he was probably getting his fucking flaccid ass penis just hooked left and right.
You think it was flaccid?
I mean, It's gotta be, dude. His whole body was flaccid.
Ain't no party.
Everybody knows ain't no party like a.
He's a robot. I don't know why I'm making him a robot.
Do you think when he had those Epstein whores riding on him, he could look up and see stars? Finally, finally, I can see it.
Damn, dude. I mean, how crazy is that though? Like, how do we not get to the bottom of fucking Stephen Hawking going on Epstein?
Because he died.
I know, but like, I know that there's
Yeah, I
nothing.
know.
But like, how do we not have people on the case being like, here's what Stephen Hawking was doing there? You know what I'm saying? Like, how is the entire world not curious about that? I mean, I guess they are. Just the people who can figure it out are not given access to that type of stuff.
Yeah, he certainly wheeled away from those allegations, didn't he?
All right. Damn, we got so much more to get to.
All right, let's tell you guys about our guy, Mike Cook.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Mike Cook is, in addition to being a great plumber and helping our guy Oathman with a couple of things here and there, Mike Cook Virginia. Mike Cook has owned and operated his small business all over Northern Virginia for the past 20 plus years. He is battle tested and proven. If you need somebody to fix your pipes, Mike Cook is your guy. I promise you, he will not let you down. The best part is he gives free estimates. So have Mike Cook come on out, survey your situation, whatever it is. Maybe you're replacing a bathroom and don't know how much the plumbing is going to cost. Bring Mike Cook on out. Just give him a call at 703-501-1926 and say, Mike, can you come and take a look at my situation? And if you mention IDM, he'll hook you with a 10% discount off the bottom dollar. That is our guy, Mike Cook, a huge supporter of IDM. Give him a call. Next time you need a plumber, you'll never need another plumber again. 703-501-1926. That's 703-501-1926. Shout outs to Mike Cook and shout outs to you guys. We'll see you on the Patreon.
Peace.
Knocking on your door, he's at the Magic Town sponsor. Don't you forget, with a laugh and a smile, your plumbing